If you are looking for tips to save time while cooking and want to eat fresh homemade food, this is the video for you. Hi, I'm Dr. Rashmi Kulkarni, co-founder of Arnagenics Solutions. So investing in our health is the best possible investment we can do. But because we have a dearth of time, there are so many things that we can do to enhance what we eat, to make this process easier, to make it faster, to still have homemade meals within 30 minutes. What are the things that we can do? They are very easy if you use your freezer the right way. A freezer is an excellent thing to use if we use it correctly. What are the things that we can do? Here are 5 easy things. The first thing that we can do is to make a lot of things in batches, like sauces, like purees, like gravies for different curries. If we do batch cooking and use the refrigerator, like I mentioned before in the previous video, there are dangers of storing any of these foods in the fridge. But if we store them in the freezer instead, they can actually be very, very helpful. So if you want to do batch cooking, do use the freezer. And do freeze these items like sauces for pastas, gravies, or even soups for that matter, or many of the purees that we use for curries. It is very easy to incorporate these quickly and get those curries or sauces or whatever made within 30 minutes or a few minutes. The second thing we can do for this meal prep is to clean and chop vegetables that are ready to cook. So when we have these cleaned and chopped and freezed instead of refrigerated, we are preserving the nutritional content. We do not have to do any kind of a meal prep when we want to use them. They are ready to use. So whenever you have some extra time on a weekend or any other time, that is a very, very easy thing to do. And we can freeze these pre-cut, pre-washed vegetables. If you don't want to buy them ready-made, you can do it yourself and use the power of your freezer to make your meal preps much easier. And the third thing that we can do is, a lot of people like smoothies. People are drinking smoothies for weight loss, but there isn't just time to get all of these berries, mix the herbs or the seasonings or the spices that we need to use for these smoothies. So what do? You can pre-mix all of these, whatever smoothie mixes that you might have, the vegetables, the berries, or whatever combinations that you might need, and freeze them. You can make that as an ice cube and make the smoothie very quickly whenever you need to. It will also ensure that your smoothie is nice and cold the way you like it. It's a very easy way of ensuring that you do not miss that smoothie whenever you want it. Isn't that an easy thing to do? The fourth thing that most people don't even think of are sprouts. So sprouting grains, cereals is not very easy in many seasons, when it is very cold especially. But what we can do is, whenever sprouting can happen, we can make a large batch and freeze them. Yes, it is ideal to eat sprouts when they are fresh, but many times it is just not possible. We just don't have enough time. The weather is not ideal. There are many reasons why we cannot do the sprouting efficiently. And we also have to remember to sprout these grains or soak them when we need 2 days in advance or 1 day in advance. So what can you do? Do a large batch and freeze them. So that is at least a better way of getting nutrition out of your meal. It also saves time in the meal prep. And what is the fifth thing you can do? These are the herb mixes or the masala mixes. Different herbs like cilantro, mint, whatever combinations you might need, ginger, garlic, they can be pre-mixed in the blender in whatever combinations, whatever quantities you need, and frozen as small ice cubes. And these can be used in the meal prep very, very quickly. So you do not have to go out and try figuring out whether you have those herbs available or not if you have them frozen all the time. So these are 5 easy ways of saving time in your meal prep and still have healthy, nutritious meals that are made in 30 minutes or less. So what is the challenge for today? The challenge is try using your freezer instead of your refrigerator when you do the next large batch of any meal. Use the power of the freezer to save all the nutrients, to preserve all of them, and see how it takes your health to the next level. If you find this helpful, do hit the like button, do share and subscribe. See you in the next one.